Welcome to the inaugural episode of the INR Gaming Podcast. I'm going to go around and introduce everybody here. So, my name is Evan. We also have Zach, Tallon, and Patrick, as you can see in the left-hand side of your screen.
Inaugural sounds gross.
Alright, and on that note, do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Do you want to start off with just a topic or something? It's entirely up to you, really.
I actually have a small list on my phone.
Oh, okay, well that's great.
You don't want him to use his list.
Uh-oh, well maybe that's not so great. Maybe...
Item 1 is dick jokes, so...
Okay, well I should have anticipated that one, I suppose.
I can actually save that till step 4.
Move it around a little bit.
Step 2 is, Evan, chill the fuck out about Pokemon.
I love Pokemon Go, okay? It's
chill the fuck out about it.
Okay.
Like, I'm level 6 and I don't even care.
Well, I'm level 15 and I do care.
I don't. None of us do. Alright.
Okay.
Next one on the list is, Evan, you're a fuckboy.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take away the privileges of your list right now here. But anyway.
If you try to even touch my phone, I'll put you in the dirt.
Oh no, I'm not gonna touch your phone. Just we don't need to hear about your list anymore. But,
no, the only last 2 is dick jokes, and the 4th one, which isn't even bad.
What's the 4th one?
I don't know what the 4th one is.
I don't want to know what the 4th one is.
1 second, he's taking a drink. By that I guess I mean he's chugging chocolate milk, but you know.
Gotta keep my calcium up for the skeleton war. Make sure to drink your calcium. We need strong soldiers.
Oh right,
and
that's
that
what
was the 4th
one
one
was.
The skeleton war.
Yep. Don't debone your chickens. We need skeleton chickens.
What a weak start.
Oh boy, well that was a fantastic start. Anyway, I expected it to go just about that. That is basically our friends group in a nutshell, so I am actually glad we started off with that. Anyway, let's try an actual topic here. Basically, on the topic of Pokemon Go, I really do feel like that game has sort of, and that a lot of people have kind of stopped playing it, but then again, it's maintained, I think, a healthy kind of middle ground here. Because I mentioned before that I went down to the local park here, and there are like, you know, it's 8, 9 o'clock at night, and there's 40 people standing around.
I think it's definitely lost a lot of people since the start, me included in that.
That's kind of the problem, is that Niantic kind of screwed themselves over in that respect, in that, I don't know, they released updates too slowly. They didn't release the updates that we wanted, and they didn't really respond to the server issues in any sort of constructive way.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, that's kind of
also honestly,
drank way too much chocolate milk.
It gets repetitive pretty quick, to be real.
Yeah,
like I don't have any interest in it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the social aspect of it. I like it kind of gives me a reason to get out of the house and go do something, which I feel like a lot of people have had that experience, at least from what I've heard.
I work for that, I guess.
Yeah.
For me,
I take midnight walks.
Yeah, we did a lot of like 1 a.m. walks.
For me, it's pretty fun to actually do something while walking somewhere. You know, like, oh man, I'm bored going to like work. Oh, I can just pull my phone out and see if there's any Pokemon around. I mean, it's probably going to be
Mine
the
is
same,
playing
like,
theme
Weedles
music.
and Eevees, but you know, it's still fun to do.
Right.
I mean, I just
or hatching eggs.
play theme music while I walk.
I mean, I never really expected Pokemon Go to stand on its own 2 legs anyway. It's like a
I didn't
Candy
expect it to
Crush.
have legs.
It's just to pass the time more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to describe it.
I mean, it is. I think of it more like kind of like an exercising like assistant. You know, like you're going out, you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reward is like, you know, you get to find new Pokemon.
I think part of it is, for me, it came out at a bad time. I mean, Dota International started, new WoW expansion comes out soon, Demon Hunters come out today, actually, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've just been too excited about other stuff to be excited about Go, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
and
I've
I
been
think...
like hyped up in like more stuff that are like coming out pretty soon.
Exactly right. I'm really looking forward to October. That's kind of when everything drops, essentially. October,
Last
November.
Guardian hype!
I mean, Titanfall 2 launches in October, Battlefield 1 launches in October, in November we have the new Pokemon games coming out, so...
I don't know. It's almost as if Pokemon
Only
Go.
one I'm kind of interested in is the Pokemon ones.
Yeah, it almost feels like kind of like when Fallout 4 and what was it, Call of Duty came out, and then there's just Tomb Raider sitting there in between them, like, well, fuck.
Yeah, Tomb Raider chose the worst time to be released. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be released on the
Or
same day as Fallout 4 came out.
Battleborn and
Oh,
Overwatch
bueno.
is another one that I think
Yep,
really chose a poor
yeah.
time slot.
was
I
it
think
Ellen the Chipmunks that came out during Star Wars Episode 7?
yes, it was.
Yeah, it's
Number
like that. It's
4,
like
road trip.
it came out at a time that was already heavily saturated with hyped up stuff. So while yeah, it's not a huge draw in, a lot of it were temporary users like you're gonna get. That are there for the initial hype.
Right.
And then the users that are there for the quote-unquote long-term are now going to start moving away with all the stuff that's coming out soon.
Right. No, I totally agree. To transition a little bit here, I think we really saw a great example of that kind of ideal in when Battleborn and Overwatch launched at the same time. A lot of
Yeah.
people like to make the argument that those two games are not comparable because they aren't really similar, and I do agree with that. But I think the major problem is that a similar type of person is going to be interested in Battleborn and Overwatch, and they're going to buy one or the other. That's
I mean,
kind of
I'm interested in Overwatch, but I don't have a computer for it.
yeah,
I think-
we're working on that.
The other problem.
Yeah, I might
is
have like
that-
an extra $100 to slap down to help with that, but I gotta wait till I can buy my shoes.
I think the other problem with that is the fact that Battleborn was $60, and you can buy like the vanilla of Overwatch for $40.
And
You'll
then
probably go the
there's
cheaper routes.
there's
Yeah.
microtransactions in Battleborn,
Yeah.
so that probably doesn't help.
Yeah, so like when you have the option between either I'm gonna buy a game for $60 with a shit ton of like probably microtransactions, which will take more out of my wallet, or I can just buy a freaking Overwatch for $40, or I get the Origins edition.
bought the
for, like,
$60 one.
Yeah, or you can buy that
Yeah.
one where you have like some skins and you get like other promo codes for like other games that Blizzard has, which is actually pretty good.
Once again, they're poor marketing of Battleborn trying to fight up against Overwatch. I mean, you can't take on Activision Blizzard, let's be real. That was a dumb mistake.
No, that was a really poor decision on their part. And they, within 2 weeks, I think they dropped it down to the $4 price mark and offered no refund, nothing for the people that paid full price. It just Battleborn
Yeah,
was kind of
during-
a hot mess from the start.
During the Overwatch release, Battleborn went 33% off, down to $40.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That was just a hot mess to start with. And the game itself, I don't know. From what I've seen people playing it, it doesn't seem like it's a terrible game. The microtransactions
No.
kind of detract from it, but
I feel
Poor
like
timing.
it's kind of like
Well, microtransactions can detract from anything.
Oof.
feel like-
$269 million to 18 something, I think that says. 1 second.
ooh,
18 million, yeah.
oh
Oof.
my god, it's not even a
Oh,
Jesus.
comparison.
No.
Stop! He's already dead.
It pulled in an estimated 18 million, whereas Overwatch pulled in 269. And this was as of about a little over a month ago, 47 days. So, I don't want to know what it is now. That you're getting
I had
the
to go
light
back like
catches.
6 days in chat.
And on that day, 2K has decided to old yeller poor Battleborn.
Yeah, it's real bad.
I mean, from what I've seen, like it does seem like it has the feel of Borderlands with the dialogue, but it's just the gameplay mechanic is so different from Overwatch that you don't really see the comparison between the two. But yet they still try to market against it.
Battleborn's peak time in the past 24 hours, according to Steam statistics, was 1,145 players peak. Its all-time peak in its life was 12,070 players at once.
And I'm assuming Overwatch has made like quadruple
I-
that amount in like
in the-
yesterday.
In the past hour, 855 players. That's
I'm looking at an article from July 8th, and it says in the last 24 hours, it had a peak of 641 players. There are more people playing Titanfall right now. There are more people playing Halo 3 on Xbox 360 right now than there are that were playing Battleborn on July 8th. That was about a month ago. I can't imagine what it is now. It must be nothing.
There's probably like just one guy.
Like I said, right now,
around.
as of the past hour, 855 players.
That's
According to
still
Steam statistics.
nothing. It's just
No, that's trash.
I feel
its
like in a
all-time
year
peak
from
player
now,
count was
it's going to turn into
12,070.
EverQuest.
12,070. Yep. It's
Unbelievable how badly
there.
Battleborn
There's the
tanked.
stats. That's dropping
Oh,
in the
there you
chat.
go. Yeah.
I feel like it's probably going to turn into like EverQuest. Was this something you ever heard anyone beating Battleborn? Was that something you ever heard anyone playing Battleborn? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just pull an SAO abridged with it. Yeah, that's abysmal right there.
Yeah, that's
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
yeah, basically.
I've come to talk to you again.
With average
No.
players last day was peaking at 1,001. Oh no, 2,300. Okay, average, yeah. Like that's not good, man.
There's an article that I see right here that says 2K not giving up on Battleborn despite poor performance. It actually says that Battleborn has already become a running industry joke, and but the CEO of 2K said that they're going to continue supporting the game and releasing new content despite its poor performance. So,
Well, did you see their
Stop.
tweet talking about how like, whoa, 500 players at once?
oh man.
I'll see if I can find it.
Ew.
But yeah, it's just so hilarious. Just like it's kind of like a boxing match. He's like that worn out player. He's like the worn out fighter who was like never boxed for like 20 years, comes out of retirement. And it's just like I can do it, coach.
God, they're
Yeah.
still releasing shift codes and stuff for it.
Billy, you're fighting a stool now. He already left.
They say it's likely that a free-to-play model is already being discussed internally.
Oh God, like Evolve went free to play.
Man.
Evolve and
SWOTOR.
yeah, I'm thinking of a specific game now. God, not Battle Block. It was the crafting
boys.
first-person shooter game.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, the one you played. I don't remember which that was though. Like I said, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I have the case from when we bought that before it went free to play.
Hmm.
Blizzard. You only have a couple of good games. Overwatch, World of Warcraft.
It's weird. Like every game Blizzard's released has been a hit for its genre. It's ridiculous.
I would like to debate Hearthstone, but I know I would lose that instantly.
Nah,
I would just go,
Hearthstone's super popular, even if we don't enjoy it.
yeah.
I won't contest
mean,
that.
There are like some things I do enjoy in Hearthstone, but the only problem I have with it is the fact that sometimes I do have to make microtransactions to get like more stuff, like more packs.
Yeah, they catch up to people who are ahead.
Block and Load was the name of the game that I was thinking of, by the
Block
way.
and load.
That's
okay.
what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
I paid $12 for that, and it went free to play like 3 months later.
Yeah.
And then
Did you
they
really
said they would give
know-
like silver status or some sort of refund.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And I never
Like,
got it.
Never heard it. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nothing ever
'Cause-
happened out of that game.
Well, that's like what was that game I bought us all back like freshman sophomore year? Forge.
Forge.
We owned that for like a month, and then they stopped development on it.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, did they not even get the Tinker route?
Oh no, Tinker was released, but right after that they stopped.
Yeah, I don't think I got that.
Which really sucks. 'Cause that game was so fun, really good. I really enjoyed it, but it just tried to compete with. It kind of was trying to compete with Smite almost. It had that type of feel, except
Oh.
instead of being MOBA, it was Arena Fighter.
I think like that's the problem.
But the playstyle
that's
is very
hilarious.
I can't even find it on Steam.
I own it. I'm not sure if the store page exists anymore because I was just
No,
searching it.
I'm looking at for the store
Oh,
page
hold on.
right
I'm clicking
now.
on store page on my library. Nope, it doesn't have a store page anymore.
They
I just clicked
just
store page
literally.
on it.
Isn't
It's
it kind of
they
like
don't even sell it anymore.
what was the game? I think Town
This
has
is the
it.
Dead Sea, the
That
saltiest place on
the
Earth, second only to your bitch ass.
Released in December
that
4th, 2012. It went to a free-to-play title.
Yeah, it did because I bought it and then like a month later it went free to play and
Now you can't even get it anymore.
nope.
Oh wait, here we go.
there was
Really?
another
I mean,
game.
good thing we have it. We can play a game that's probably dead.
That's true. We could do local servers, 2v2 matches and shit. That'd be fun.
We could, yeah.
Keep that in mind.
You go into the game and it's just like, oh wait, let's have some fun. Like a tumbleweed goes
But
by.
what were you asking if I had? What talk about I had?
It was a game that came out. I think it was like Subnautica or something. Not Subnautica. It's
No, Subnautica is still going and still doing strong.
No. It was kind of like an undersea game that you had, and I watched you play. That the developer Thren gave Newell or something, and they took it down the store page for a while. I don't remember, like if it's back on the store page or not.
I don't remember that. I don't know.
I remember like the game was like out of like store for like a while.
Yeah, I don't
And,
know.
like
The only like underwater game I can think of is Paranormal Activity, but it can't be that.
that's the one I was thinking. Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think
actually
so.
there for a while.
Was it?
Yeah, it
Ah,
happened.
I guess I missed that.
Yeah, like it
Hmm.
came like it was off the store page for like probably a month or two.
Oh, and then they released and then that's right because it went down, and then they released the Deluxe Atonement edition.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out on
that's-
Wii U now.
Oh, nice.
So Forge no
Yeah.
longer has a store
a little
page,
weird.
but they
Nope, if
they never removed the store page for the add-on pack.
Oh, like Tinker and
The
Whatever the
starter
other one was.
pack and everything else.
yeah,
still
because if I click
exists.
store page on my Steam library, it doesn't give me shit.
That's really bad. It's funny how some games, even when they have a really good concept, just flop so hard.
Yeah,
Like Block and Load was fun up until the end, but there was nobody playing it.
well, part of the issue of Block and Load is it had a lot of competition at the time. Because it had what was the one I had? I had a game that was very similar to it. 1 second. Guncraft.
Guncraft. I never played that.
No, I think I was the only one that owned Guncraft. Why can't I make my Steam window smaller? There we go.
Sorry, I was just looking at the Waifu Hunter, and in the latest game he recommended Sonic Komi. Finally, a game where you actually get to take pictures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and this time Sonic is rocking some D cups, the blue blur at its best, and it's a game about this. It's a visual novel dating sim, I believe,
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
and it's Super Sonic.
Found that moth that's been flying around. And
Oh,
there you go, you
it's
little
a Super
bastard.
Sonico game? That's not bad then.
Yeah, Super
Sonico's pretty
Super
nice.
Sonico is a cheerful, hardworking college student and amateur musician who's about to make her modeling debut. As her personal photographer, you will be responsible for Sonico's image, balancing the needs of your clients with your own vision for Sonico's future. That means you're gonna get laid.
Yeah, Sonic games have really been hit or miss in the last 10 years, though.
Oh God, you really want to go on a Sonic tangent here?
We can.
By all means.
We went on a hell of a Sonic tangent in an episode of Minecraft, I remember, and it was pretty good. But no, yeah, we can go on a Sonic tangent. I don't mind.
Sonic, I believe, and
Sonic.
Evan, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say because I'm pretty sure you're going to get crucified on your channel. I really don't like a lot of Sonic games.
Yeah,
I really
unfortunately,
don't.
we came in after the good
I'm
ones,
gonna get that
the issue.
preemptive, and I'm gonna go to Evan's channel and start thumbing down everything, except for the videos I'm in.
Because
But no, we came in after the prime time of Sonic, I guess.
yeah, we
Yeah.
came about the time Sonic Adventure
Well,
1
I-
came out, I believe.
You're probably what?
I started with Sonic Heroes. I don't know what year that was.
Yeah, I started
I-
with. I can't remember if I played Sonic Heroes or Shadow the Hedgehog first, but they're both fairly new at the time.
I I
Well,
played
Sonic
one
Heroes
of the
2003, so I was 6 years old. So yeah, that's right around the time that we,
yep,
you
that's
know.
about right.
I think my first Sonic game was actually on a Sonic Mega Collection, which had like all the old Sonic
Oh, that's
games.
true. I had an old arcade like Mega Collection on my GameCube that had the first two Sonic games and some of the comics.
I had
But actually, my first Sonic game is I actually used to have a Sega Game Gear before I got my Game Boy
Wow,
Advance,
that's rare.
and I had one of the Sonic games for that.
The fact that even existed
What the
was a
fuck is a
miracle.
Game Gear?
A handheld console that came out in 1990.
It was
Dude.
basically
Oh, God.
Sega's answer to the Game Boy, and it was a bad answer.
So it was probably 10 years old by the time I had it.
Yeah.
Because probably 4 or 5 when I got it. But it has an 8-bit handheld, and it had a Sonic game.
yeah, I had.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let me double check.
But yeah, I think like after the Sonic Mega Collection, I was like, yeah. Then I got a Wii, and I played Sonic.
Yep, okay.
And the,
Yeah, the
and the
Sonic
Legend of
part.
the Rings, that was like based around Alibaba, like based around like the Arabian Nights, and I was just like, yeah, and it was shit.
And it was
Jesus Christ, Evan! 2 of your videos have more than 7,000 views.
Pokemon Go ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all the Pokemon
Yeah.
Go ones.
Yeah, those blew up pretty quick.
That's why I wanted to talk about Pokemon Go initially, because 99.9% of my subscriber base is Pokemon Go
I
fans.
do have one question I want to ask when it comes to Pokemon Go. Do you think how many, or let me rephrase this, how many generations do you think we're gonna go before they decide to shut down Pokemon Go?
I think they'll release 2, and we'll see the decline shortly after that if it makes it that far. Personally, I just don't think it's sustainable. Its appeal is very, it's like the
Limited.
Wii in the early days. Yeah, it's like the Wii in the early days. Everyone's super hype about it, but it's gonna fall off pretty quick. I
I
feel.
agree that it's going to fall off, but I also feel like it's captured enough people at this point that really do like the game that I think it'll have quite a bit of longevity. All
Although
of
I
those
will
Yeah, but then
mobile
it will-
games do fall off
But then it will
eventually.
act like most of the other games, and it will just kind of be one of the games you play when you're trying to keep yourself busy.
Exactly. That's
But
definitely its future, but I don't think it'll ever fully die.
So
I really don't.
But
it'll be
that's kind of a dead end for games like that.
yeah,
you
like
can't
Animal
progress at that point.
Crossing or
Also-
Tamagotchi Life.
There's also a huge issue that I have, and new players can't get into it as well.
Well, yeah, people that I started.
I mean,
2
I
weeks
started-
late, and
I started, yeah, like a week and a half late, and I can't even contest gyms. I mean, yeah, I don't play
I
a ton.
can't either.
I'm only like level 10. But, I mean, like, even
Yeah, like-
when I first started, like, legit, it'd been out like 4 or 5 days maybe, and I've never been able to. Like, the first
Yeah.
day I started playing, there was already like 2K CP Pokemon sitting up in some of the gyms.
Yeah, like I went to go. I was like, okay. After I finally got Pokemon Go. Thanks, Evan, by the way, for that. By the way,
You're
and
welcome.
when I was like, when I saw the synagogue was a gym, I was like, okay, I'll just trade one of my Pokemon and try to come to the gym. And it was like a 2000 CP Pokemon.
The
I was just
Snorlax?
like,
I know there's like a
no.
2K CP Snorlax that's like always there.
I think it might have been that, or it might have been something else, but like it was just like really strong. I'm like, how the hell are new people supposed to compete with this?
You're not. Like, it never happened.
Like, I don't understand that.
In my opinion, like, I find it more productive if I use my phone to, like, even search up something not even that productive. Like, if I go search up, like, 4 gigs of porn and go home and just do nothing but, yeah, it's more productive than me trying to even fight a gym that I know I won't win with my, like, 140 CP, like, Eevee, which is the strongest thing I got.
Well, you guys are really in the early stages right now. I will say that once you make it past, say, level 12, it does start to even out quite a bit. Even if
Evan,
if
Yeah,
you have
but-
Pokemon that they're only
But it
levels 5 or
hasn't
600.
caught our, like, me and Tallon, we're on the side where we don't care about it because we're at the early stage and we don't see a reason to continue.
But Evan, that's
Yeah.
the problem. You have to be a high enough level to at least like even try to compete. Not
Well,
a lot
yeah.
of people can't like
It definitely
don't
is
want
a
to like
progress kind of thing, and this is something that is not unheard of, especially in the fact that we play a lot of video games. Is that usually when you start out in a standard game on desktop, an FPS or something, level 0 should still be able to kill level 100, and that's
exactly.
not the case in this game at all. I agree.
Or you'll be put up against things your level, I guess, is really what it is.
Right, exactly. That's not this type of game
Basically,
whatsoever.
to compare it, you're like the guy who has level 100 Pokemon, and you go to a low-level place, and you're facing against like people with like level 1 Rattatas.
Yeah, that's
Basi-
true.
It's basically a horde of youngster Joeys who think they have like the top-notch Rattata, and you just swat it down with like one move, and it's just like I can't even compete with this.
I think the key to keeping
Like,
Pokemon
I would
Go
rather
alive-
play Pokemon Showdown instead of Pokemon Go, because at least with Showdown, I have the chance of shit slapping someone into oblivion.
Right.
Right. Yeah, no,
Instead
I
of
get
fighting
it.
some, like, computer-based Pokemon that's been put into a gym that I have no chance of getting to unless I, spend, I don't know, 5 days straight of my precious time that I could be doing anything else with.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing I do like don't really think is like great is like how you have to like now you like you can walk around your own your own area and like collect Pokemon, but apparently like like there are some Pokemon that aren't even in like the region. Like it's very rare to find them in the region.
Yeah, like there's the 4 continent gated.
Yeah, you can
Pokemon.
only get Kangaskhan in Australia unless you hatch it from an egg,
Only
which what are the odds
Tauros
of
is
that?
NA, Farfetch'd is Asia, and shoot, who is Europe? I can never remember.
But yeah, like
Uh,
that's another problem I think is like yes, I understand that you want people to go out and see more of the world, but don't make it more exclusive that you would have to like travel to a different place just to collect one Pokemon in your Pokédex.
Yeah, that or you have to hatch 5 cloner eggs, but like 150 Pokemon, the hell's the chance you're gonna get what you're
Exactly.
looking for?
Like
1 in 150.
Well, it's not quite that because the 5
Okay,
cloner egg only has a
Mr.
set amount.
Mime is a European
Fair
Mr.
enough.
Mime is
exclusive,
Europe only. Okay.
which is a little weird. Why Mr. Mime? Are they the
I
clowns
think
of
it's
the
because-
world?
France.
I think it's
mean,
because
I
of
don't
France
know.
because like they have a shit ton of mimes there, so it's just like, oh, he'll be perfect to include him in the
Seems a
mime
little
world.
racist, doesn't it?
Uh, well, it's Pokemon. It's kind of.
Well,
racist
then we get
country.
into the moral gray area of Pokemon.
Evan,
If you really look
don't
at it, it's
forget.
cool.
They had to replace Jinx's face because it betrayed blackface.
Well, hey, that's
I'm actually surprised the
Japan.
PC crowd hasn't jumped on the mime thing.
I
No,
don't
the worst
know.
part of it is that Mr. Mime can be male and female, but they don't change it from Mr. Mime to Mrs. Mime. So it's like,
Hi, I'm Mr. Mime. This is my wife, Mr. Mime.
guess which one has the D?
I will say that I do still enjoy the game. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
lie. I mean,
It's pretty
if you
fun.
get past the criticisms of it, there are still some good aspects there. It brings people
Yeah, I never
together. It's done a
understood-
lot of good.
Yeah, I will say it has a lot of beneficial stuff from like I remember this article I read where like this animal shelter decided they will rent dogs for Pokemon Go players, and it got to the point where they actually had to make a waiting list for dogs to be rented, and the worst part of it is they keep getting adopted too. So like they have to so the list is getting longer.
They
And there's,
can't
like-
keep the dog
Yeah.
inventory. So what? They take like the dogs on walks with Pokemon Go, that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, because people didn't want
Yeah.
to just look like they were out playing Pokemon Go because for some reason people have been shitting on Go players, which I don't get. They're going out, getting exercise, having fun while doing it. I don't get what's so bad
I
about that.
totally agree. You know,
Like, two of my managers at work think it's like the stupidest shit ever, and the rest of us are just like, well, whatever.
that's your
Be
problem.
fat.
Look at these
Be fat.
people. Look at these people on their phones and looking at things that aren't even real. Back in my day, we had to use pails to think Pokemon exist.
I don't know. The best part about it is seeing people in like their 30s because Pokemon's now 20 years old and like I grew up with Red and Blue. I have 2 kids and a job, but I'm out here playing
Yeah.
this game at 2 a.m.
But
It's
the one thing
funny.
I do love is when I was at the Taste of Waterville, I saw a man with his son, and like they were just walking around enjoying their time, and I could hear like the sound of like the Pokemon theme going on, and I could just look up and I'm like, they're having the time of their lives playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's
I want to
those are
be
the
the
moments.
very worst. Worst there ever was.
Alright, maybe we should get off of Pokemon Go now. I feel like Patrick's gonna die.
He looks like he's ready to die.
He's
Patrick,
poor Patrick. I'm
Patrick's
sorry, Patrick.
at your house. Patrick's at your
Patrick's
house
gonna
and
kick my
like,
door in. So let's try to come up with another topic here.
okay.
Let's see.
So
How many clicks will it take to kill myself with Russian roulette if I spin the barrel 14 times in a row? As many as it takes.
Just it only take once if you load a bullet in every chamber.
That's not how Russian roulette works, you stupid fuck.
Reverse Russian roulette. Only one doesn't have a bullet.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good idea, actually.
That's how you kill your
news.
enemies.
Good news! I survived the game of Russian roulette. Oh, did you win? Yeah, I have no idea how Russian roulette works, do you?
Come back from playing Russian roulette with the guys. Oh, did you win? You don't know what Russian roulette is, do you?
I do want to ask, has anyone seen any new movies or TV shows? Because I've been trying to watch The Stranger Things on Netflix. It's really good. I love it. But the problem is I'm at work for 6 days a week, so I don't get to watch it a lot.
I believe we're looking at me and my dad and Dave are going to see Sausage Party Friday night is the plan.
I do want to see Sausage Party too, but the problem is I work on like the weekends, so I'm hoping to catch it on like the next Tuesday or Wednesday when I don't work, so I can watch it and laugh my ass off.
The last movie I saw in theaters was Finding Dory, which was really good, but that was in the middle of July. The most recent new movie to me anyway that I've seen, I watched Transformers 4.
Like,
that was an
conversation.
experience.
I don't mean like in theaters, like I mean like has there
Just
been a
watch
movie
or
like,
a show you started watching recently?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I started
so
watching
that was definitely Transformers 4.
Well, the most recent thing I watched fully through, besides rewatching Day to Live with Kyle, was Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, which I still highly recommend to everyone. Like, that was so good.
I recommend Stranger Things to people if they love a good sci-fi thriller based on the 80s and watching Winona Ryder go crazy.
Everybody says Stranger Things is really good. I don't have Netflix, so...
Like,
yeah, I have Netflix, but I'm too lazy to log in.
I think it's hilarious with Winona Ryder is the fact that 3 out of the 4 things I've seen her in have like concerned her, where she's either chased by an alien or a ghost or some weird unnatural creature, and I'm just like, poor you. Like, you know, she was in Beetlejuice, she was in like the Alien, don't watch. Alien 5, or Alien 4, don't watch it. It's not really that good.
I'll be back in 1 second.
And Stranger Things, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And another film I forgot the name of, but it was like based on like Salem or something, where like they're like where they are accused of being witches and all that, you know.
Salem Witch Trials?
No, I don't think it's called Salem Witch Trials, but I think it's pretty close to it. I would have to look up like Winona Ryder herself. Right.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Patrick, do you have anything to add?
I hate this conversation.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. He's been up at Job Corps. He hasn't really
seen anything.
I don't know anything that's been going on for the past year and 2 months.
You had no internet, no access to the outside world. You were like...
I didn't even have a phone until 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Damn, dude. So, how about
I literally don't know any of the new games that come out. trying not to think about killing myself.
Wow.
Well, that's like daily life for all of us.
pretty
So
much, yeah. Defending
Like,
off
I don't
the
have a good
privileged
enough
aggression.
computer to even stave that off with, like, Overwatch or something.
You have Overwatch, you don't have the PC. I really do need to start like some sort of a program / business where I repurpose ancient hardware into something that can be semi-decent. Like
play
Zach's
games at
computer.
30 FPS.
Minimum of 30 FPS.
I mean, after I see about an auction somewhere, I'm gonna need to have you come over and take a look at it or something.
Yeah.
You know what I was actually thinking? Take a look at my dad's old red laptop. See what we need to do to fix that thing up, make it usable. Because I mean, that thing's decently powerful still.
Is it broke? Is it?
I think it's either the graphics card fan and the combination of the battery or the charging ports going.
Oh, so it like
So-
just dies randomly, or?
Yeah, kinda.
Well, if it's the charging port, that's usually soldered to the motherboard, and if it is, it's usually
Yeah.
not worth it.
But
If
I
it's
think the
the
original
battery-
issue was it was overheating originally. We should take a look at that someday, see what we can do.
Yeah,
figure it
maybe
out.
if we can clean it out and get a new battery for it, it'll be all right. I don't know. But no, it's good to repurpose old stuff into something that can be used. Which
Like
really
I said,
is-
It can
once
be.
I upgrade my graphics card, I'll throw this one at Pat's face.
Yeah.
Please, not at my face.
Okay, not your face, but 'cause, I mean, what am I running here? 7. What am I running actually?
I
7 something. Ti super clock.
750 Ti.
Was it 750?
Yeah.
That was 7. Yeah, that sounds right. Cause I said, I mean, I got that 5, whatever. That's not gonna run shit. That thing ain't gonna do shit anymore.
I mean,
It would play like
decent.
Dota or League, I guess, but it won't get him the Overwatch he's looking for.
It's better than Zach's current graphics card.
Right, but the issue with Zax is what, the motherboard's not compatible? Is that what it was?
I
don't
can't
really-
remember. Well, I know Overwatch isn't running well because I know his CPU cannot handle Overwatch, just because Overwatch has a lot of client-side entity-based stuff. I mean, our CPUs struggle with Overwatch, and we've got quad
Yeah.
cores. So,
Yeah.
and that's really the fastest CPU that'll go in Zach's motherboard. Zach's system is so legacy that if you're going to upgrade one thing, you got to upgrade the whole thing.
I
just-
Well,
am
that's because we
trying
cobbled it
to-
together from like 3 old computers.
Yeah, hence the name Frankenadel.
It's been dropped on the floor. The case is all fucked up. It's God. What an experience that was building that thing.
And sometimes at night I can still hear it sing, "Hello."
Is it me you're looking for?
I think that's what I was kind of like thinking of when I was like working during MIF. It was just like I would look at my computer, cry, and then leave.
Patrick, are you sighing?
Sigh.
I duck. I think he's dying.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he wants to talk about. Does he want to crack a dick joke? Would that make him feel better?
I would say the biggest dick here is in my pants, but he seems to be talking to me.
Maybe you need to go take care of that.
I would be afraid if like I just like go to the bathroom all of a sudden I just hear my dick go, "Hello."
Oh god. I'm
Okay, Matters wouldn't talk to me.
I'm so
I
much pain.
take Matters to my own hair, and
So yeah, because we had to leave on the house, we were out for 3 hours today. That was boring as hell. However, we did spend like an hour over at the park.
Yeah.
Me and Patrick do not fit on most of that equipment anymore.
I don't
You
think
got
any of
old.
us fit on the equipment anymore.
Like
and you got more of a bitch.
Oh.
There it is.
I mean, we're all soldiers now.
We're all dads now.
it gets better with age because all you do is fucking whine. I just dropped my flash drive. Where'd that go?
Hmm.
My ass swallow my flash drive? I'm scared and confused.
For more.
I didn't realize it was that cavernous. Darn it.
Oh, where are you, little USB drive? Goes to your anus. See
Guess
you
it's better
now.
than moving like my external hard drive that way. Jesus.
Oh, did
I'm
I tell you
surprised you
guys
haven't
that I had someone ask
lost
me if
your
I was
tower
married
yet.
at work? Like, someone legit asked me if I was married when I was working. Like, they
Zach,
were like,
you're like, look at my face. Now you know
Like-
your answer.
Right. Like, it was kind of hilarious. Like, he came
You
in
should
with his
you
wife.
should just wear both wedding rings because you're.
Like, it was kind of hilarious. Like, I was at the concessions counter, and the guy was like talking to his wife, and they were going back and forth. Like, do you want popcorn? No, I only want a small. Well, actually, maybe get a medium. And like, they were keep going back and forth about this. And like, at the end, after she went to the movie, he just looked at me like, "You married?" I'm like, "No." He was like, "Okay, great."
That's a
And then,
weird
like-
exchange. That's
Oh, it
weird.
was kind of hilarious because like later
I'm
on
so
that
glad
same
I'd
day-
be working in the back of the kitchen.
Customer service.
I don't have to
so
deal with
bad.
people.
Dude, the fucking customers right now are so.
Oh yeah, I
Young?
forgot. You work in the front.
Actually, I work the drive-through a lot, but yeah, it's.
Drive-through's even worse, because then they're in the comfort of their own vehicle yelling at you.
In the comfort of their own vehicle, yelling
I'd
at me.
like 40 burgers, and I want you to throw them all
Oh,
through the
no,
window.
we had a guy complaining about how long his food took when he ordered like 25 McChickens.
Oh my god.
We could cook like 6 of those at a time, and it's like 2 minutes a piece, I think. I don't know, I'm not girl body.
I require
No,
the finest
No,
hand
it was
nuggets.
2 2 cheeseburger Happy Meals, 20 McChickens, 2 large strawberry shakes, and something else. It was like $60 of food. Like I had to get manager numbers like 3 times for it. It was ridiculous.
What the fuck is this? Like a soccer mom? Did they come out of a soccer
For those
game?
that
Like,
don't know or didn't understand that reference, Tallon does work at McDonald's, so
Yeah.
that's
I just need money for a trip.
Talon worked at McDonald's.
I'm
I
just
worked
super
at Red Square
overqualified to
Cell.
work in a McDonald's.
Yeah, now you are.
Just
Now you got
do
your
it.
safe surf and everything.
just do it.
He's the Gordon.
Surf safe, thank you. It's trademarked. I'm serious. The fact that they don't have an E is trademarked.
I find it hilarious how I think if Patrick were to go in there, he would just turn to Gordon Ramsay. You called this a chicken nugget, you fucking donkey.
No, it'd be more like I show up and I just do that exasperated sigh I've been doing for the first, I don't know, like hour.
Oh, so me every time I have to like go to Walmart to find something, like this shit again. And it's
No.
worse where now
Oh,
they're
I mean my voice.
where like they're moving everything and it's just like, oh great, even better. And then my ex is there, it's just like, oh, add more to it. Why
Oh
don't
god,
you?
your ex shows up. It's
Like it was kind of
Uh.
hilarious. Like she just like talking to someone. She looks at me and just goes, "Hey Zach." I'm like, maybe if I don't know her, maybe she doesn't know who I am. Then she comes towards me and just like, "Hey Zach, how are you?" I'm like, okay, maybe she doesn't know me.
maybe she thinks I'm some other Zach. Maybe maybe she has amnesia and doesn't remember that we dated, but she remembers I exist as an individual.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's like
maybe it's
when
like
we went
Silent
to
Hill.
that's like when we went to the block party over by my house, Zach,
Yeah,
and they were all there, and I'm like, no.
like I don't know any of you anymore, and I'm just there like, hello.
I don't know any of you anymore. All I know is you got fat, and I apparently dodged a bullet there.
I still passed the bullet that
Zach,
Yeah.
you didn't dodge a bullet. You got shat on and still don't know why.
keep in mind we are recording this, boys.
Okay.
You act like we have shame, dignity, or self-respect.
I guess that is true. That's none of that exists
That's-
And we're not
around
names. We
here.
are protecting their innocence.
That is true.
There are so many things I have done that I will not bring up in public recorded chat that prove I do not have shame.
Thank you for not bringing that up.
If you wonder why there's a jump cut here, you'll know. There'll be a jump cut, and then like 5 weeks later, there'll be a part that's called the uncensored edition.
Kyle needs to get into a stable place so he can join us for these things.
Yeah,
I'm
Kyle,
upsetty.
Kyle would be great for this.
He's good at hosting comms.
Tallon actually suggested that I make a supercut of every video that Kyle's been in and just like some of his best lines and stuff, and call it
So just-
Kyleisms.
Just literally
So
anytime
all the
Kyle
episodes?
opens his face.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, except you're missing.
Unless he's
Oh,
ranting
shoot, what
about Borderlands builds, in which case
Yeah.
that can go on for 20 minutes.
Oh, what was the stupid thing he said in
No.
Killing Floor that killed me and Zach for like 20 minutes straight?
My fragile masculinity.
Right, my internet connection's as stable as
What
Evan's
masculinity?
fragile masculinity.
Yeah.
I'll be right
started
back. I gotta go
recording-
piss out that half gallon of milk.
Okay, have fun.
Have fun. I
Alright,
won't. Don't die.
We have
think
about
we've
14
been-
minutes left, boys, so we're gonna
I
have
think
to fill
we've
that.
prolonged this long enough. We need to talk about this. Hippos.
Oh,
my
god.
for people that are not going to understand this conversation, I think it was one day last week, we literally talked about hippos for 13 hours in this Discord chat. We talked about, Tiny Hippo, the comic. We talked about, how they kill more people every year than any other animal. We talked
we
about
talked
how
about vending
violent they
machines.
are. I mean, Steve Irwin came up in the conversation about how a hippo didn't kill him, but he got killed by a stingray. It was like, how the hell did that happen?
Okay.
And like,
The full conversation is we started off talking about Steve Irwin, how he tamed a snake, a deadly snake that has never been tamed before on live television, and then we started talking about hippos, and it just went on from there.
It just, oh my god, it was a whole thing, guys. It was. Hold on, that's in my chat. How many messages was it? I mean, like, it was 13 hours. There's like 100 plus messages.
I
It
don't
was
know
ridiculous.
anybody else that could possibly talk for 13 hours about hippos. Just,
Oh.
That is why I think Evan came up and was just like, "We need to make a podcast."
yeah, it was
This
my idea. I
conversation-
figured we could have some really
These
good
conversations
conversations.
should not go unrecorded.
Oh my
weird.
god. It was unbelievable how that happens. I don't know. But it was a good conversation. It was a lot of factual evidence supported. We looked up, animal deaths and, talked about all kinds of stuff. It was
Vending
good.
machine deaths.
Yeah, vending machines apparently kill
The
people.
one thing that still scares me is the fact that there are some fish that can walk on land. And one of them is
It's
It's called a
Mud
mud
skippers.
skipper, you dumb fuck.
No, there's another fish. It's called the snakehead, and it has been known to eat like other animals
While on land, it hunts
All
on
of
land.
animals.
on land. Like it was
Except for
reported
herbivores.
that 1 year there has been one snakehead that went onto land and ate a chihuahua.
Good.
That's
Well,
savage.
fish deserve to die.
That is savage as fuck.
I'll be real. Like I'm all for anything that eats yippy little bastards.
And then after eating the chihuahua, it came and ate a newborn baby.
My newborn baby. Little Timmy, no.
Like it was just like, I'm gonna eat this chihuahua. That was a good Mexican cuisine. Now it's time for
I
some
really
baby
need to get
desserts.
another monitor. I'm trying
Yeah.
to find stuff.
It's great because I have all the stuff that we can talk about and look up facts and stuff on the right-hand monitor, and the left-hand monitor is recording the Discord chat.
I don't even have two monitors. I don't even have a good computer.
I know,
Yeah.
Patrick. I apologize for that.
Yeah, I know. We gave it to Zach.
I'm
Patrick
sorry?
was long gone. Patrick.
Yeah, it's true.
This was God. Actually, it's been over a year since I gave you that computer, Zach. It was like July of 2015.
Yeah, because it was
Uh,
actually like a month before I went to work.
One of my friends posted a picture of her with those stupid horse masks. God damn it.
Oh,
Tallon.
blocker.
Talon, how dare you post hentai on this chat? This is a family-friendly channel.
It's the family-friendly show, Tallon. Clearly, from all the swearing and masturbation jokes. It's educational.
This
We're
is-
culturally
Oh,
Fuck,
enriching
fuck,
the young
bitch,
people.
bitch, fuck, cunt, whore.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
let me
Thank you.
rephrase
Potatoes and gravy.
We are in a PG-13 chat. Although thanks to Patrick, it's now a rated R channel.
He's used up all the swears we were allotted.
I'm about to make it rated X. Time to get my dick out.
Oh god, don't remind me of
Please don't. You're in my living room.
No shame.
You don't need to turn around and just get an eyeful of your breakfast platter, bud.
Hey, it's dinner all day.
Here's the one thing I do love about Octopus.
I'm
He
about to
can
show you
have-
the best sauteed kielbasa you've ever seen.
I think the one thing I love about octopi is the fact that they can just rip off their genitals and throw it at the female and just go fuck yourself.
That's true. That is true.
I don't know. I feel like I'm happy humans didn't evolve that way.
Although
Eat mine gonger,
Yeah.
bitch!
Fair enough, I would be
that,
slapping people with it.
Although knowing that, I'm afraid of like that one scene in Little Nemo or Finding Nemo where like the octopus is just like, I have one that's shorter than the other, but you can't really tell. He showed Nemo his dick. Like just straight up like, look at my dick.
All the bitches are looking at my dick.
Like it was hilarious.
Is this the part
thinking about
where we have 9 minutes left and it just evolves into dick talk?
I thought it was already dick talk.
9 minutes. 9 minutes. Oh come on, man. We can at least go like an hour and a half. I mean, come on.
Well, I had originally figured we'd make the podcast an hour long to keep it consistent. If you guys want to make an hour and a
Wait.
half, I'm up for it.
I'm good. Let's go with an hour for now, and let's see people's reaction. Like, tell us in the
Yeah.
comments how long you think these should be.
Yeah,
like,
like how
do
long
we
do
do-
you want us to babble on for? If you've made
Like-
it this far, congratulations.
Give us your money.
Congratulations.
What?
Like, you earned a cookie. Like, you put up with our shit for almost an hour. Like,
That's
I can barely do that.
That's impressive.
And
It
then
really
there's Zach
is.
just shamelessly asking for handouts.
One thing that I did want to bring up before, I guess. we end
Meanwhile,
this-
give me all your money. I need a new computer.
Okay, thank you,
Exactly.
Patrick, everybody. We've
Hey, I'm
all been
honest.
doing Let's Plays for a really long time together now. My channel goes back like almost 2 years now, since like the end of 2014. And
I'm
you
on
all
and off.
appeared in Let's Plays. Yeah, Patrick's been in three or four of the CS:GO ones.
Well-
I know that.
That's because he's been to Job Corps twice since then, really, hasn't he?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because he was in the one
twice.
at Mass, and then the one up in Bang.
Oh,
Right.
the one in Mass was fucking horrible.
But I know the people that are
That should be
watching
a
this
story
are
for another
probably
day.
all new subscribers. So I wanted to do this kind of as a way so that people can get to know us, know our names, know who's
New
talking.
subscribers.
Well, yeah, I'm up to like 530 as of the recording of this video, and I know 99% of them are from the Pokemon Go videos that I've uploaded so far. Which I do.
All right, all 500 and what? 30? 530? Did you say?
Let's see.
All right, all 530 you. Love you all, but you're all probably dumb.
Yeah, you put up with our shit.
539 of them. And I think the best way to continue to have these subscribers is to insult them because, hey, what could possibly
Hey,
go
shut up!
wrong?
I'm two of them.
Thanks. I guess
I am not
537.
I am subscribed to this channel, so apparently I'm the 1% here.
I have 5 emails, and none of them are subscribed.
Ugh.
But because I'm in like every one of your videos, so like I don't see a reason to watch them. I guess
I
Like-
can understand.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like,
Like, I just-
surprisingly.
I'm just in so many. It's just like
Talon, you've
If you-
absolutely appeared the most. Zach's
I-
a close second.
Actually, wait, I'm in some of the unturned stuff too,
Oh,
oh,
that's
right,
true.
we played Unturned.
Talon's like
because
the
I can
Cuban
actually
half
play
of-
unturned.
He always appears in every video. Like, even if he's not in there, you know somewhere he's in there.
you know somewhere in text chat I'm making fun of you.
Pretty much. Yeah, I have some Overwatch that I recorded only with Tallon. So I
I'm
guess
so
you're not in
sorry.
that. Yeah, you know, it's a thing.
He's,
I mean,
he has a problem.
if I really wanted to, I could record some Overwatch with you, but that involves kicking Tallon off of his baby.
Yeah. We should
Which
do
I'm
some
not
more
that much of a
Overwatch
dude.
soon, though.
No,
think
we
I'd
could do
like-
more. Look, we could do more unturned and stuff. Minecraft minigames with Pat. Those were always fun.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
you
we could
could
play Minecraft.
Bowser drop kick Talon from his chair and just be like, it's mine now.
The
I
last,
think my
Actually,
chair might
I'm
break.
not even sure I can. I'm not even sure I can run Minecraft on this thing.
the last time
really?
we played Minecraft in that world, I think, was like the time that we played with Patrick. And really, it was just an entire. I recorded the whole thing, but it was just an entire episode of him blowing up my house and like destroying and stealing my shit and hiding it in a mountain. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
now his
that's
house
not
is the
coming
town
out.
hall. Isn't it? Isn't it at the town hall now?
Yeah, we started.
I'm
with
not
Mac,
sure I
though.
still have
all
that.
I remember is last thing I was doing was just like mining near the starting point, not even giving a shit.
Oh, no, okay, I do still have that server.
Oh, good. Well, maybe we can
I
revive
have that one,
someday.
and I have mine and Pat's server.
I think it's hilarious how I completely forgot. When you go onto my channel, the only thing you'll find is create playlists that are public, and it's one video that says Cuban music.
What?
I have context for this.
I need to hear this.
Okay, so at one point we had a one-night showing of this movie called The Buena Vista Social Club, and
Oh god.
Okay.
and for the opening reception for it, because we had like a Cuban party, we had the Cuban sandwiches, we had like stuff, and one of my coworkers was just like, Zach, I have an important job for you. And I was like, okay. And she was like, I need you to make us a Cuban music playlist. And if you don't, I will hurt you. And I'm like,
She will
okay.
never love you like she used
So
to.
this is a 1999 documentary film about
Yes.
the music of Cuba.
yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you're
My
showing?
grandmother from Cuba wouldn't watch that shit.
This is like... It's just...
And
Can you
before
get any more obscure?
and
Possibly
before
get
you-
any more obscure ever.
and before you say anything, there was 150 people that watched that film.
Oh my god.
Your job is cancer.
Were they
It
all old
hurts
people
me.
and hipsters?
It was actually a lot of old people.
Yeah.
It hurts me in my feely
Most of the
places.
people that Zach works at an independent movie theater that shows mostly independent films.
Art house, movie theater, whatever you want to fucking call it.
Yeah, it's a
It's
hipster
through our
and
state's,
old
like, art
people
program.
hangout. Yeah.
Actually, we've been getting a lot of younger people.
I'm
Well, that's
sorry.
because we've been getting like, no. The weird thing is they're like the polite ones. The young people and the regulars are very polite, but yet like the new people, they're just ignorant and rude.
If this was in theaters, it says it made $23 million at the box office.
Yeah, because the
Wow,
documentary
it
is about-
made more than Battleborn.
What a
By
way
a
to end
significant
this.
margin.
Oh, full circle right there. This obscure
Boom!
1999 documentary film
about
about
Cuban
Cuban music made more than 2K's signature title Battleborn. We're coming up on an hour, guys. I think on that note, we should end it there. I want to thank everyone very much for watching. If you made it this far, you're awesome. I think this will
I don't
want to
thank anybody.
Thing.
Fuck all of you.
Patrick is salty as fuck, but that's okay. That's how he is.
That's why we keep him around.
It
That's
is how I am. Sorry, I've
Alright.
been gone for a year and 2 months. I lived in a motel for a week and a half. I don't have to deal with anything.
We gotta catch him back up before he
We
can
do.
really join these.
Yeah, we do. We need to get you culturally enriched once again. Okay.
I don't want to become Muslim.
Please don't.
There,
Alright.
go away, young one.
Thanks for watching.
I don't want to
everyone.
be. I don't want to be cultured sour cream.